If you chose group 1, this is your reading. We have many different decks that we're using today, so we'll see what all comes together. We will start with our angel card. So it says, decide to be happy now. Thank you for helping me open my heart to happiness, joy, and bliss. I am now willing to see all of the goodness in my life. Beautiful. That's such an amazing card to say, like, just decide to be happy. Like, decide to focus on the good. Decide to see, like, in a perspective that is fulfilling and brings greater wisdom and just a better feeling than focusing on what doesn't make you feel good and what doesn't serve you, and anything that's kind of bringing you down, weighing you down. You have the choice to focus on that, or you can focus on the good of what's around you. So this card is confirming, decide to be happy, because that is what's going to fuel your soul and make you feel good and allow more good to flow to you. And then we have Goddess Freya and Amber, the Untamed. Beautiful. So this is the imagery for that card. So this is my Crystal Mandala Oracle guidebook deck. So it comes with like a beautiful message, so I'm going to read that. So 4 and 8 is 12, and 12 in numerology is number 3. So balancing your mind, body, spirit, having like balance within you, and allowing you to be at peace in your life and between all different parts of you, accepting the difference within yourself, like accepting the different aspects of you and accepting yourself just as you are, and knowing that your individuality is what sets you apart. And the more like wild you allow yourself to be, like the more free you allow yourself to be, the more in alignment you will feel, the more at peace within yourself you will feel. So let's go ahead and read that now. We bring you the empowerment of the untamed. To be untamed is to be true to oneself without condition. It is freedom, but it is not always easy. There are many belief systems, some of which are considered to be essential and beyond question to mainstream human society, which would mark an untamed spirit as dangerous and suspicious, even though the untamed spirit serves unconditional love. Yet to be untamed is the only way to discover who you are and live your divine destiny. Beyond the clothing, the social masks, and the stories you tell yourself or that others tell you, there is a beautiful, wild, divine creature that wants out. Uncage that divinity and watch your wild beauty emerge as you and your world transform through raw grace. Gorgeous. One of the most exciting, terrifying, liberating, and to those who live in fear, threatening thresholds you'll go through on a spiritual path is to unplug from mass conditioning. In the same way, you may imagine a cult member having to deprogram their mind as they exit the cult and rejoin normal society. There will be a point on a spiritual path where you realize that normal society is actually trapped in a cult-like mindset of its own, and the freedom-loving divine rebel in you will want out. You can have your freedom, but you'll need courage. You'll go through loss. Admittedly, it's loss of what would ultimately suffocate your soul, but that might include people or places or things to which you have become attached. You may know it is the right thing to do to move on, yet you will need to grieve the loss. You'll spend some time in between worlds where you'll feel not quite in the past and not quite in the new life. You may have some travel companions for your transitional journey, but they won't necessarily feel like family. In fact, you may feel spiritually orphaned, lost, and alone. The home you have left wasn't right for you, but now you are homeless, and that doesn't seem to be right either. Fortunately, if you are brave enough to keep going, you will find the place where you belong. Put simply, you don't give up until you find it. When a wild animal has been wounded, it keeps on the move until it can find a safe place to rest and recover. Your instincts will guide you to do the same as you heal the wounds inflicted upon your body and mind by fear-based societal conditioning. You will eventually be strong enough to free yourself from conditioning and belief systems that once hampered your heart and diminished your dreams. In due course, the deprogramming will shift to reprogramming. Instead of just fighting against what has been drummed into your body and mind through fear, you'll begin to feel free. You will start to embrace new ideas, more loving realities, and put those new beliefs to test. In time, you will find not only a way to live that feels authentic to your wild divine nature, but connections with other souls who have gone through their own unplugging process and with whom you share your great love affair with life. This oracle brings you guidance. Do not allow fear-based reality to temper your spirit, tame your heart, or dull your dreams. There are so many people who will tell you no, call you crazy, and say you are living in a dream world. That is what they need to believe because your increasing aliveness is too much for them as yet. They aren't ready for it. What they say and believe is about them, not you or your reality. Part of your unplugging process necessarily involves reclaiming your power you have given to any other person to hold an opinion that means more to you than the truths of your own heart. Also know that part of your conditioning and the lies that exist within mainstream culture is that life within the system is safer and easier. This is completely untrue. When you learn to live wild and true, you'll see that it's so much easier for the universe to assist, uplift, inspire, and support you when you aren't cowering in fear, trying to prevent life from reaching you. If you feel you or your life is out of control, or you feel you want to change, but everyone thinks you are crazy, believe in yourself. Know that your wild spirit is being given an empowerment from the universal goddess of life to become untamed. Gorgeous. So repeat these words after me. And just gaze at the crystal. I call upon Crystal Angel of Amber and Goddess Freya, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for your divine healing empowerment of the untamed. May I drop the cages, constraints, and conditions that breed fear and forgetfulness of my true nature. May I open up to the untamed wild divinity in me that allows my life to happen in effortless harmony with the universe through my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime and through all layers of my entire being to forgive and release myself from fear-based conditioning. I choose freedom, wild divinity, and unconditional trust in life. Through divine empowerment and unconditional love, so be it. May divine love liberate all beings from fear, opening the heart to wild grace and divine compassion. May all beings be happy and free according to divine grace and in service to the divine feminine, wisdom evolving through humanity at this time, so be it. I am wild divinity untamed. I am wild divinity untamed. I am wild divinity untamed. Wow. Beautiful. Goosebumps. Wow. So just be your authentic self and know that if it feels right, move in that direction. And if it doesn't feel right and it's the norm, move in a different direction. That's your instincts telling you that you are craving, more authenticity, more integrity, things that are in alignment with you. And if you're feeling resistance to it, it means that there's something off kilter, something not quite right. So go in the direction of your fulfillment of what feels good. And know that the more you unplug from the norm, the more you plug into what feels good for you and your soul, the more alive and effortless life will feel. So that is absolutely gorgeous. Magpie with balance, and that's a cycle of completion with 2 and 7, which is 9. So completing cycles, having endings, wrapping up things that have been, in the works for a while, so that you can begin on a new, fresh journey, one of fulfillment, one of balance, one of peace, and one where you're able to speak your truth, be authentic, be genuine, and in doing so, bring more balance within your life. So let's go ahead and see what this animal dreaming card has to say. Magpie, the bringer of balance, the yin yang of the bird world, an agent of awareness, the embodiment of the opposites that are equal, and the force that champions the attainment and correct use of esoteric knowledge. She demonstrates the spiritual knowledge and the power that comes with it. It must be approached with a committed, objective mindset. It cannot be attained overnight or bought with money. Information gleaned during a weekend workshop, for example, can only ever be considered a foundation on which real learning that comes from experience, can take place. True wisdom must be deserved. It must be gathered over a lifetime of study and embraced as a way of life. It must be a path of heart explored with absolute devotion. Before questioning for spiritual attainment, for example, we must first dedicate ourselves to becoming a whole person, a process that involves surrendering our familiar self to spirit, so that our authentic self, hidden deep within, can emerge reborn. We must be prepared to face our fears and conquer them, and turn our weaknesses into strengths and our darkest hours into gifts of power. In becoming a whole person, we embark on the expedition to reclaim inner balance and authority, and in doing so, find ourselves stepping out of our comfort zone into the unknown. Magpie is a doorkeeper to the other realms, a guardian who lets in only those willing to honor the sacred balance between the good and bad, light and dark, and feminine and masculine in all things, to explore her world. If Magpie has swooped into your cards today, you are being guided to place awareness. You are being shown how to better understand the innate marriage between the opposites that are equal and the duality within all things. You are being primed for a deepening of purpose and a broadening of perception. Magpie's arrivals heralds an obligatory confrontation of fears, the reshuffling of thoughts, review of values, and loosening up of everything that has offered sustenance and strength up until now. It means being ready to walk a path of the heart to find a place of inner freedom, a quest for better understanding of the poise that resides within you and everything of nature. Beautiful. So that card really combines, kind of melds in with the other Amber and Goddess Freya card, because it's all about finding that authentic self and nurturing that, unplugging from fears, facing fears, and knowing that they don't have any power over you, and so that you can take those times of darkness, take those times of density, and gain wisdom from it, gain knowledge from it, gain light from it, from experiencing it, and from seeing how going through it is actually so beneficial because of what you've gained through the wisdom of experiencing it. And how whenever you go through a dark period, it makes you appreciate the period of light and the period of good fortune that follows, because of that polarity, because of the appreciation then you have from being on the other side of things. And the more you begin to honor the duality within yourself and the duality within the world, you can have power. You can gain your power back, and know that whatever you come across, you are stronger, and you can always rise up to whatever challenge may be presenting itself, knowing that when you know yourself and you honor your values and your truth, you will always be supported and backed up by the universe, and you will begin to see the value in both sides, in the masculine, the feminine, the dark, the light. And this is going to be a very like awakening and expanding kind of energy that will feel really good, to allow yourself to honor all aspects of you, and just knowing that the more you tune into yourself and the more you do what's right for you, the more you are paving the path so that others can also do the same. They can also find the light within themselves, and finding that light within their periods of darkness, through the wisdom of the experience. So that is beautiful. It's all about awareness and finding that inner freedom within you so that you can be free to be you, no matter where you are, no matter who you're with. Finding that inner balance. Beautiful. Okay. The key of life. The Ankh pretends new life being born through you now. This new life being born in whatever form will enrich your life, bringing you more into wholeness and fulfillment. Do not give up on your creative destiny. Stay with it. You are flowing in the right direction, and you have spiritual support from the unseen worlds. Let it happen. Gorgeous. New life is coming. New beginnings are here that allow you to feel whole and fulfilled, and allowing you to be receptive of all the wonderful blessings that are coming in. So that's gorgeous. And we have Knave of Swords. So in this card, he is like ready to step up to the plate. He's ready to take action, opening himself up to lines of communication, to allow in for like networking and allowing in for, you know, those opportunities to come in, being like, okay, I'm ready. What's out there for me? And he's like totally in flow, in connection with his creativity, in alignment with his whole purpose, and ready to like seize the day, ready to focus in on what is going well, what is going right, rather than what's kind of gloomy around, you know. Sure, in many situations there is like darkness that like hovers and looms around, but also sometimes through those periods of darkness, the sun is just like beaming through a slit in the clouds, you know, and that's where this Knave of Swords would be focusing on. He's not focusing on the gloom, he's focusing on that ray of sunbeam shining down. And that's exactly what you need to do. Just focus on the path that's right for you and what feels good for you, no matter what else is going on around you. And that will help keep you in alignment and help keep you on that path that has all of these blessings waiting for you. And whenever it is that you feel like you are being just more drawn into like darkness, more just drawn into like the heaviness of the surrounding energy and feeling like it's weighing you down, whenever you start to feel in that energy, just remove yourself, like breathe, meditate, relax, go for a rest, move your body, do what feels right for you. And that will help you just like create a little bit of distance to like detach, so that you can realign your energy, so that you can begin to basically boost your frequency, so that you are opened up to receiving the opportunities that are wanting to come in for you. Because when you succumb to the lower vibrational energy that may be around, then you aren't able to be open to receive what is meant for you, and you aren't able to perceive the good and the opportunities and the blessings that are in the field. But whenever you are in alignment and you detach and you tune into yourself, you begin to raise your frequency and you begin to align to the blessings that are meant for you, that are coming in for you. So that's why it's so important to make sure you focus on the good, what is going right. Focus on the wisdom that you've gained from negative experiences instead of hyper-focusing on what happened and the negatives that came from it. Focus on what you learned from it, because if you don't learn the lesson, then you're going to have to repeat it in a different way, and that's not something we want to be doing. So just keep that in mind, that whenever you're feeling low, take time to rest, reevaluate, see what your body needs, add in some like soul-serving activities like taking a bath, having a good meal, taking a rest, doing some yoga, moving your body, going for a walk, being in nature, these kinds of things, and that's going to recalibrate your energy to make you feel better. Another thing you could use is like some sage to cleanse the energy, because if you're an empath, you could be carrying around energy that isn't even yours. It feels like yours, but in reality, it's an energy that you've absorbed from somebody else. So doing some sage can just clear that out and allow you to feel back into your own energy, which can feel so good. So I hope that you heard what you needed to hear, Group 1. That was a really beautiful reading. The key messages is to stay true to yourself, be your authentic, beautiful, genuine self, and know that that is all you need to do to succeed, is just be true to yourself. Honor your values, honor yourself on all levels. Keep doing what fuels your soul, what makes you feel good. Taking inspired action when you need to, taking rest when you need to, and just allowing yourself to be wild and free the way that the universe and God intended, and decide to be happy now. So happy full moon in Cancer. I'm wishing you all the best. Have a beautiful day and Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. If you chose Group 2, this is your reading. So we have Power over 7 Scorpions. You are being initiated into the magic of conjuring, so as to have power to affect the lower vibrational forces through your own free will and spoken word. You are guided to use this powerful gift with compassion and discernment, with mercy and non-judgment. You can then manage any toxicity in your life swiftly and with great effect. Beautiful. So some of us are in this kind of like yo-yo energy where we dive into lower vibrational energy and then catapult boop, up to high vibration, and then go down low and then go boop, high. And this is actually like bridging a gap between worlds, between the lower vibrational density to the high vibrational kind of light energy. And whenever you as a light being comes in contact with density, with darker, lower vibrational energy, instead of coming from a place of fear and like wanting to run away, you can actually use your power, your sovereignty, use your spoken word and your intention to transmute that negative energy, to actually give it love, give it light, even if that's the awareness of like seeing it. And instead of acting from a place of fear, acting from a place of love, then you are able to kind of disintegrate that lower vibrational energy in its place. Because even though the two are existing simultaneously, they can't be in each other's space at the same time. The frequency has to match to experience. So whenever something comes up to face you that is like threatening, if you step up and you take it from a perception of like a higher frequency of being in that love, being in that awareness, then you can actually dismantle that energy in its spot. You can use like words of protection, or you can use just like your own intention, and that is powerful enough to just stop that energy right where it's at, so that you can uplift the surrounding energy, and so that you can pull the light out of that density. And even if that like that darkness, it will kind of back off, and it can either have the choice to like just leave or be uplifted and to like match your vibration. So it's very powerful that you have this gift of your own spoken word and intention to be able to manage and heal and integrate light from darkness, from situations that to most would feel threatening. So that is really powerful. And then we have Labradorite, Angel Iahel, Individuality. So this is a beautiful card, all about being genuine and authentic, feeling in flow, like being in alignment with your creativity, and like allowing you to birth new ideas and to like act courageously from your heart, from your soul, through your like divine, authentic, genuine spirit. So let's read what this card has to offer for us. Number 5 here. 5 of change, of freedom, of versatility, the unknown, diving deep. Okay. We bring you the gift of individuality. As you receive our gift, you will feel safe enough to enjoy the aspects of yourself that truly make you unique. From particular interests to your way of expressing yourself and what excites and inspires your spirit, your individuality is the way the divine wishes to manifest itself through you this lifetime. The key to your divine life purpose is to know who you are and to love and accept that self so that you allow natural development and expression in the world to take place. As you accept your individuality, you will understand how natural it is for you to fulfill your life purpose and divine destiny. You will instinctively gravitate towards people, places, and energies that support you and your being of bright, true spirit. You'll grow and express yourself more freely and authentically, and the divine light within shall shine brighter without veil of fear, confusion, or shame obscuring it. You have no need to compare yourself to any other. You are a unique child of the universe with your own special path and destiny to fulfill. There are so many ways to live your life in service to love, light, and power, as there are stars in the sky, even more. What matters more than whether another understands your lifestyle and choices is whether the choices you make reflect your own personal values. The first task you'll have on your path of discovering and honoring your individuality is to ask yourself, what has meaning for me? If you don't take time to question and reflect upon what really means something to you, you'll simply be moved according to the values others impose upon you. Those values might not mean anything to you at a deeper level, yet you may be afraid to step outside of what others say is safe or true. Without pausing to reflect upon your own personal values, you'll miss an opportunity to get to know who you are and what you stand for, to discover your individuality. When you do not know who you are, you will not be able to love and appreciate your divine beauty, nor understand what drives you, and be able to commit unconditionally to your life purpose and divine destiny. Without unconditional commitment, you'll give up when things get difficult, even when you are strong enough to keep going. You'll place restrictions upon how the universe can conspire to create your destiny in the best possible way by doubting when the timing or circumstance don't match your expectations. You'll not know what matters to you, and so you will more easily become overwhelmed by distraction, and in that overwhelm, confusion, and self-doubt will undermine your progress. So your second task will be to use the courage within your heart to set priorities that match your inner values and act on them. It takes courage to live as your true self in all ways, to make choices that honor what you value more than what you might have been taught to fear. You are absolutely allowed to do this. It is your divine birthright to choose the values that feel most authentic, truthful, inspiring, and exciting to you. Whatever excites your spirit, inspires your mind, moves your heart, and awakens your body is a key to discovering who you are and why you are here. The only people that will have any power to judge you, control you, or hold you back from your destiny are those that you empower to do so. At any moment, you can make a choice to liberate yourself from a fearful influence by deciding you shall love yourself no matter what and commit unconditionally to what has meaning for you. When you love yourself enough to be open and forthright about who you are without needing to convince anyone of anything, but just being willing to be yourself and share that with the world in your own particular way, your pathway for divine success materializes at your feet. It may not look like any path that you've seen another person take, and that doesn't matter at all. In fact, the more unusual your path appears to be, and the more it seems to suit you and perhaps no one else, the more the universe is telling you that this is the way, your way. You'll feel as though you're a pioneer discovering new ground. You'll feel you are making it up as you go, and this is how you know that what you are living is uniquely your life journey. No one else can script it for you. It is a beautiful creation of your own making, an expression of your own unique relationship with the universe. Your path and purpose is as an individual as you are, so dive deep into you, dear shining one. Ask yourself what you love, what matters to you, and what you are willing to never ever give up on. It's your time to discover more of your passionate purpose and divine beauty. So to integrate this message, repeat these words after me. I call upon Crystal Angel of Labradorite and Angel Iahel, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of individuality. I choose to discover and love my authentic self. I choose to reflect upon what has meaning for me. I choose to commit unconditionally to the fulfillment of my values, so I may live the truth of my being as divinely created in the world. May the authenticity of my being, of my life, of my purpose, serve divine love always. Through my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to release any fear, shame, judgment, guilt, ridicule, and suffering I have ever experienced about being an individual, about being different, about expressing who I truly am. I choose to forgive and free myself unconditionally from all such experiences now. I am free to be me. I love myself, and I am dedicated to discovering, loving, and living my own unique life path. In this way, I serve the divine plan of love unfolding throughout the universe. May all beings know such unconditional love and unassailable dignity and self-respect. Through divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. May divine love overcome fear of individuality, so each individual can awaken to their beauty and use it to serve the greater good. May divine will flow freely through every being according to the loving intelligence of higher creative design. May all beings be happy and free according to divine grace, so be it. I am a unique, authentic, radiant being living my true values with commitment and divine support. I honor who I am, and the universe honors me. I am a unique, authentic, radiant being living my true values with commitment and divine support. I honor who I am, and the universe honors me. I am a unique, authentic, radiant being living my true values with commitment and divine support. I honor who I am, and the universe honors me. Beautiful. Oh, so gorgeous. Now we have interesting. Okay. Your home is protected by angels. Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. Thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgages, and taxes. Beautiful. So ask the angels to come in to guard and protect your home, your finances, your loved ones, so that you can focus on what's important in your life and just de-stress, focus on the good, and allow yourself to be in that flow state. And then we have, okay, so you are supposed to be in the limelight, allowing you to be free, to be you, so that you can have that free-flowing energy to create what it is that you want in your life. And by ripping off the layers, allowing you to be like that most raw aspect of yourself, that most like unfiltered version of you. It takes courage and guts to do it. And whenever you keep yourself small and keep yourself protected and masked, then you don't allow space to receive the blessings that are meant for you. Because of that withholding and that like not allowing yourself to fully be free and to fully be your authentic self, you lower not only your self-concept, but you lower your vibration, and it doesn't allow you to be in that energy of fulfillment, of freedom, and this actually stops your blessings and opportunities from coming in. And the world has so much to offer you, and whenever you feel caged and like you're masked and like you're like lowering, like you're kind of like protecting yourself too much, where you're not allowing yourself to just to be free, to be you, to be authentic. When you have that withholding within you, you aren't being guided by a place of love, you're being guided by a place of fear, and that's keeping you small, and that's not aligning you to your true potential, and that is not allowing in opportunities that are available to you. So remember that as you strip away the layers of everything that isn't you, and you identify your morals and your values and what's true for you, the more you will unlayer and begin to see yourself for what you truly are, and that is magical. So just know that you are meant to be seen. You are meant to find this blending and melding of energies of what's true for you, so that you can expand into that, and so that you can really take hold of your life in a balanced and secure way that makes you feel good. And that opens up so many opportunities for you, because the world is just waiting to bless you, and it's wanting to provide you with so many blessings, so much love, so much beautiful new experiences. And in order for you to step into those experiences of wholeness, of balance, of bliss, you need to be comfortable with letting yourself shine bright, and you have to stop dimming your light because your light makes others uncomfortable. You just have to say screw it and shine bright, go on full blast. The sun will never dim itself because other people think it's too bright and they need sunglasses. No, it will shine as bright as it sees fit. And that's the same thing that you have to do. Just be comfortable shining your light and knowing that it will illuminate everything that needs to be seen, felt, heard, acknowledged. It will allow those of love and light to see your light and to be drawn to you. And it will also illuminate the darkness and to see the shadows of things that might have seemed scary, but then when you really look at it and see it for what it is, you dismantle it and you begin to see the light even in that darkness. And that allows you to really see the power within yourself, within your intention, within your spiritual authority, and know that you are the creator of your life, of your reality, and it can be whatever you make it to be. So make it good, make it beautiful, make it loving, make it magical, because there is so many blessings that are waiting to come in for you, and they're all just waiting for you to see it, realize that you are in, like, the world just wants to see you in your power. The universe wants to see you being strong in that sovereign divinity that you are. And there is opportunity for you whenever it comes the time that you realize how strong and how powerful you actually are. So with that, we have possum and opportunity. So let's see, 4 and 1 is 5, another 5, because the individuality card was also a 5. So 5, major change, going into the unknown, like having more freedom. So that is really beautiful. Versatility, allowing you to be like free flowing, and yeah, gorgeous. Okay, so 5. And so 4 and 1 being 5. Okay, so 4 is like security, stability, and organization. And then 1 is new beginning. So you're moving forward in a way that's going to feel stable and secure in these new beginnings, and it's going to feel really good and really like a strongly built foundation, so that you can continue to evolve and expand in a way that feels very good and feels like supportive. So that's beautiful, allowing you to have that stability within that change. So that's wonderful. So we have possum inspires us to see opportunity in any condition and to productively harness all opportunities to our best advantage, to gently ride on the back of any circumstantial generosity afforded us until we are comfortably established, after which retreat should be executed in an honorable and discreet manner. To take opportunity by the horns when it is offered is to believe 100% in your total worth and life purpose, to act on every thought, and to honor every possibility as potential for growth is what separates successful people from ordinary folk. Possum urges us to see our life as a foundation on which great things can be initiated. He encourages us to seek out experiences and attempt new things. Although the possum is ideally suited to living in the hollows of trees, and ideas of squatting in the roofs of human dwellings poses no moral dilemma for him at all. If possum has ambled into your cards today, you are being asked to remember who you are and what agreements you made with yourself before commencing your earth walk. What did you want to achieve? Where did you see yourself ultimately? Pay close attention to the opportunities afforded you at this time, for new ways to develop your abilities and to enhance your growth are on offer right now. Identify and discard all feelings of self-doubt. They simply keep you from furthering your skills and employing your talents to the best of your ability. Possum's appearance heralds the chance to better yourself and to take your knowledge deeper. Opportunity knocks for those alert to its presence. So as long as you are willing to work hard and apply yourself, it is acceptable to gently ride on the back of any opportunity that is presented to you. The wealth locked within the authentic self is filled with great possibility, and all it takes is the courage to access it and birth it into the light of day. Possum's appearance in your card may also mean that you have a freeloader in the midst, someone who is taking advantage of your generosity. The best way to expel a possum from your roof is to install a sensor light. Nocturnal by nature, possums hate bright light, so with lights turning on in the slightest movement, they quickly find an alternate dwelling. Use a similar approach to illuminate your squatter's sponging ways. Visualize their light turning on and staying on whenever they enter their bedroom. They will soon find it impossible to stay as a result. What sticks out for me the most in that message was pay close attention to the opportunities afforded to you at this time,
For new ways to develop your abilities and enhance your growth are on offer right now. Identify and discard all feelings of doubt. They simply keep you from furthering your skills and employing your talents to the best of your ability. So, in order for you to gain access to the blessings, this card is calling you to discard those feelings of self-doubt and to just continue to believe in yourself and continue to allow yourself to shine and see the opportunities and the energy that's available to you, and allow yourself to continue developing your skills and your talents, and that will allow you to feel like more secure in yourself, more believing in yourself, so that more opportunities can unfold from you and for you. And then having the second part of that card being like, if there is somebody that's taking advantage of your energy or sponging off you, just imagine like that bright light shining on them, so that it's that light of your awareness being like, I see you, I see what you're doing. And like this card says, that once you do that, they will find it very hard to stick around, because they know that they're being seen and they have to move on and hopefully and not continue to do that. But if they do, then they're going on to affect somebody else. But with your own acts of power, you can dismantle that energy in its spot, so it doesn't have to affect you any longer. And hopefully from the light of your awareness, they can see what they're doing and they can stop those sponging habits and take their own power back and, do what they need to do to begin to not sponge anymore, to do what they're meant to do, and so that they can support and provide for themselves without having to sponge off you and your energy. So I hope that you heard what you needed to hear. Continue to shine in your light. Stay authentic. Stay in your power. Know that as you continue to grow your talents and your abilities while discarding that self-doubt, you allow so many opportunities to come in. The world is your oyster. There's so much here for you, and you are in a period of change. And with this change is going to come a beautiful new beginning that has a solid foundation. And all it takes is you owning up to your power and your authenticity, allowing yourself to shine bright, using your words of power to dismantle lower vibrational energies, and using your compassion and discernment and non-judgment to literally release energy that is weighing you down, so that you can rise above, so that you can shine your light so bright, and so that you can align yourself to the opportunities that are here for you. Protect yourself by asking the angels to come in and guard your windows, guard your doors, guard your loved ones, your vehicle, anything that you feel needs protecting. And that is going to help have your mind more at peace, so that you can focus on the good, on your talents, on the opportunities, on your blessings that are coming in just by you being you, your authentic, beautiful, magical self. So have a beautiful full moon in Cancer, and Merry Christmas, and we'll see you again in the next video. Take care. If you chose pile 3, this is your reading. We have Goddess Tara in Tibetan Quartz, Her Eye Ever Open, number 37. So 3, mind, body, soul balanced, and 7, like metaphysical and spiritual, and allowing these to combine is a 10, which is number 1 in numerology, all about new beginnings. So finding that balance in your mind, body, spirit, and that metaphysical, like spiritual essence, and creating new beginnings with that energy, with the balanced self and a like spiritual whole kind of outlook. And that is going to allow you to really feel that power within yourself, honor that love energy within you, and allow you to shine like the bright light that you are shining in your authenticity, shining in your truth and everything that you believe in. So let's see what the Oracle deck has to say about this beautiful card. So you can just gaze at that imagery as I read to you. We bring you the empowerment of her eye ever open. The divine protection around you is absolute and complete. Your simple request for the universal mother to watch out for you and to protect what has meaning for you allows you to live your life, to do your work, and know the most powerful one is caring for your well-being on all levels. You can trust, be free from worry, and remain open to the world with joy in your heart. As you grow spiritually, the reach of your light increases. You become increasingly open and visible to more souls. You become as a shining spiritual sun, bringing light on the earth. Do you notice that people have different reactions to the sun? Some worship, others respect, and some fear. These reactions are about the belief systems and consciousness of the people, not the nature of the sun itself. The sun is exactly the same, whether it is recognized from its health-giving properties or being destructive to health. The sun is powerful and it continues to shine and simply be what it is, unaffected by the reactions to those to its light. For those on the path of love and light, there are lessons to be learned from this. If you decide whether or not to be who you are, to shine your light based on the reactions of those around you, then you will be forever confused. There will always be those that admire and support you in who you are, that for their own fearful reasons will not. If you allow the negativity of those in fear to become part of how you view yourself, you will undermine yourself. You will have allowed negativity to sabotage your spiritual light. This can happen when you take to heart the critical remark of another who is more interested in criticizing others than focusing on their own personal healing. You may not wish to do it. You may even realize what is happening, and yet their fear may still make you stumble a little, doubt yourself, and feel afraid that if you keep shining bright, you may suffer attacks from others. You may even wonder why you have attracted that situation to yourself, which is a way healers can unintentionally use their intention to assume spiritual responsibility to undermine themselves. Being responsible for your own responses to the world is appropriate. Assuming that the consciousness that another chooses for themselves is your doing is not. If you do this, you are colluding with the fear, agreeing that it is appropriate behavior for another to blame you for their pain. This is not wise, true, or empowering for anyone. As you learn to support your open and loving nature with strong boundaries and self-respect, the Universal Mother Terra, with her eye ever open, will also watch out for you. As you expand your light, she will create a field of fierce compassion and protective grace around you. It is one fearful person attempting to attack you could cause you to lose your footing and prevent many people from benefiting from your light. She will step in, often without you even realizing that you need divine protection and support. You can relax and know that once you make a commitment to the Universal Mother to help nurture the world with love, you shall benefit from her unconditional grace, protection, and support. With her eye ever open, nothing shall go unnoticed, and her notice stops fear in its tracks. If you have fear about being seen, becoming visible, or coming out of the spiritual closet, out of the concern for what others will think or do, or feel that perhaps an unresolved past life issue where you were harmed for your beliefs is coming up, take comfort. The oracle brings you the grace of the Divine Mother healing, the Divine Mother's healing intervention. You are meant to overcome this and move trustingly into the light. It is what is meant for you, and she will help you get there. If you have been asking for protection for you and your loved ones, or intervention in a matter where you know the fear and other negative energies are attempting to thwart the work of love in the world, know that the Divine Mother is speaking to you through this oracle. Do the following healing process in the intention to invoke her protection, and it shall be given. If you are wise enough to recognize where her help is needed, then you are powerful enough to ask for it on the behalf of the greater good. With compassionate detachment, the healing process will empower you to do just that. Repeat these words after me. I call upon Crystal Angel of Tibetan Quartz and Goddess Tara, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of her eye ever open. You surround me with your unconditional divine protection and field of fierce compassionate grace. I thank you for protecting the expression of my light in the world. May the love and light that serves you always be shielded from fear. Through your divine mercy and my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to forgive, release, deflect all fearful reactions to light. I invoke the complete protection of the Universal Mother, that my light may shine true and feed many. Through divine empowerment and unconditional love, so be it. May divine grace bring peace to the hearts of all beings. May all those on the path of serving love be protected, empowered, and supported to nourish light on earth. May the Divine Mother's unconditional love and fierce grace be invoked now to serve love and light on this planet. May all those working for love on earth be held in her protective field and empowered according to be. May all those working for love on earth be held in her protective field and empowered according to her compassion, in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time, so be it. I am protected and supported in the fierce, empowering grace of the Divine Mother. I am protected and supported in the fierce, empowering grace of the Divine Mother. I am protected and supported in the fierce, empowering grace of the Divine Mother. Beautiful. I was just talking about that in the second reading, about how, the sun doesn't care if somebody finds it too bright, it will keep shining. And that's the same thing that you have to do. Keep shining bright no matter what, no matter who is offended by your light. Just keep shining bright and know that the people who are meant to feel those beautiful energies that are coming from you that light that you exude will bring in your soul tribe, your soul family, and all those that are offended by your light and don't enjoy your light and want you to dim your light, all those people will fade away. And that is how it's meant to be. So beautiful. We also have You Are on the Right Path. Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. Beautiful. So keeping those healthful life changes at the forefront of your mind so that you can experience what you want out of this lifetime. And there is a beautiful energy that comes with asking the angels for help, because it just allows you to put your mind and your soul at ease so you can focus on what's important, knowing that you are protected, you are being offered courage and confidence so that you can continue to act from that place of spiritual authority and integrity, so that you can continue to live a life that is fulfilling and that makes you feel whole, and that allows others to also step and up the ante and get on your level and be in their own spiritual authority, so you can co-create this beautiful world to live in that feels good for everybody. So that is gorgeous. So you're also working on something maybe behind the scenes, where you're not asking others like, oh, does this look good? What do you think about my creation here? Do you think this line should go there? No, you aren't asking them if that looks good there. You are making your own masterpiece, and you are just working hard on it, and you don't care what anyone else thinks about it. Once it's done, you know you made that for you. And if other people enjoy it, beautiful. And if other people don't like it, sorry. And this is gonna bring you so much peace, so much like fulfillment from just like you honoring yourself and like what you want to create, and just letting yourself do it, and it's gonna feel so good. So continue working on that creative project, and know that it is like a total masterpiece, and the universe is so proud of you for even taking the courage to go ahead and work on that and create what it is that you are bringing to life, without needing to like ask others if you're like doing it correctly, or how it looks, and yada yada yada. So beautiful. So we have the moon in reverse, and we also have the owl card, which is deception. So that shows me that there is some energies that are surrounding you that don't have your best interest at heart, and that are wanting to kind of stay in the shadows. The thing is, when you have this card of like that light that you're exuding, that also comes with like light of your awareness, light of seeing what it is that's happening in the underlying energy, and not allowing you to like brush it off and be like, oh, it's just like my crazy mind thinking that something is going on when everything is fine. If something is unsettling within you, that is your intuition telling you that something isn't right, and that you should be aware and see what it is that's going on behind the scenes. Because when something isn't as it seems, it's not. So just take the advice of your internal guidance system, dive deeper and check things out, and if something doesn't feel right, know that it isn't, and get to the bottom of it. And this is going to make sure that no one's going to be pulling a carpet or from under your feet, and so that you are going to be able to stay in your power and see what's going on, so that you can stop something from happening because of the awareness that you have, and not allowing others to manipulate you and control you and be sneaky, because that is not the energy that we want in our life. And when you can be open to even seeing something that maybe you don't even want to see, but when you are standing in your power and you see it anyways, and you acknowledge it anyways, even if it's something you don't want to hear, you don't want to see, but you confront it from a space of like awareness and presence, you begin to make that energy waver. You begin to see its true colors, and you can dismantle that energy in its tracks. And you will feel so empowered from doing so, because you are acting from a space of your spiritual authority and your sovereign power, and knowing that this is my reality, and I am the one that is all seeing, that is all knowing, and I see what you're doing, I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna fly. Sorry, but no, try again. And just the fact of you seeing what's really happening is going to have that person running for their money, and they won't try to pull that one on you again. So just be aware of the energy that's around you, and know not everything is rainbows and sunshine. There are deceptive energies that try to knock you off your tracks, but if you're aware of yourself and you are living in the present moment, you can acknowledge it when it comes, and you can stop it in its tracks. So bringing yourself back into that seat of power, knowing that you have the ability to confront and challenge anything that is challenging you, from you being in that presence of like loving yourself, having that self-respect, honoring yourself and your morals and your values, and not letting anybody take you for a ride because you're not being in your power. Like, no, that's not gonna fly anymore. So step up, know that you have the power to sense beyond your physical senses, and honor that, acknowledge it, and know that it is for a reason and it is trying to tell you something. So don't let these deceptive energies get the best of you, because you are stronger and more powerful than that, and you don't have to stand for that. No, 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 no. Okay, so let's see what else the owl has to say. So numerology and number 4. So strong foundation, stability, security, organization. The owl is a silent flyer due to the velvety surface of its feathers, making the element of surprise and the strength for its assault enhanced by the fact that the attack usually comes from a source completely. The owl is a silent flyer due to the velvety surface of its wings, making the element of surprise the strength of its assault enhanced by the fact that the attack usually comes from a source completely unexpected by its victim. The first that the unwary mouse knows that the presence of an owl is the pain of a sharp talons felt in its sides. The dreaming lesson here is that of deception. Today, according to its pooled spiritual teachings, the owl warns us not to assume that all is well all of the time. People and situations we trust may not be completely trustworthy, but owl has the ability to see what others may miss. The gift of this dreaming is to be undeceived by external appearances and to discover the truth beneath them. A bird that chooses to hunt at night, the owl is up until dawn. She is one of the few creatures that actually wait for the sun to come up before retiring for a well-earned rest. She literally welcomes the sun as it illuminates and warms the horizon each morning. As such, she symbolically sheds light on those areas of our life in which we are being deceived by camouflage, fraudulence, pretense, or duplicity. Owl's wisdom allows us to know when we are stuck in the content of our own lives, oblivious to the fact that we are wandering aimlessly through life. Owl sheds light on these moments so that clarity may be retrieved and stability salvaged. By helping us to find the light at the end of an otherwise pitch-dark tunnel, Owl promises a time of approaching lucidity, new beginnings, and promise. If Owl has silently swooped into your cards today, you are being cautioned that you are perhaps being deceived by the apparently innocent motives of another. Owl's appearance may be a warning that you need to quickly ascertain this integrity hidden behind these motives and determine how they might affect or influence your view of the world. The owl has been gifted with clear night vision, which, when employed with the right intent, affords us the ability to see what others may miss. Beautiful. So focusing on that internal guidance system and knowing that whenever you feel that something isn't as it seems, knowing that it probably isn't, and that you can use your light of awareness to shine on it and to see it for what it really is. And that is going to allow you to not only act from a space of integrity and acknowledging yourself and what you feel, but it's also allowing others to know that they can't take advantage of you and they can't pull a fast one on you. They can't manipulate you and your view of the world, because your view of the world is so precious, and your values and your morals are so precious, and they should be guarded. And having somebody that you trust to come in and dismantle that before your eyes is not going to fly. So just knowing that as you connect more deeply to your intuition and acknowledging those feelings when they arise, know that you can put an end to any manipulation and anybody that's trying to sabotage your progress, and you can you will have the awareness of what to do in that situation. You will know where you need to avoid, which path to choose instead. And if that's cutting somebody out, then so be it. You have to protect your energy and protect your values, your morals, your life, and knowing that you have the integrity to do so, you have the power to do so, you have free will to do so, and knowing that as you allow in more positivity and more love and light into your life, the less, sabotaging energies can come in because of your higher vibrational frequency. So continuing to stay in that creative energy, working on your masterpiece, allowing in the abundance that is yours and that is here for you, while staying on your path and staying on that path that is meant and true for you, filled with courage, filled with confidence to do whatever it is that you feel called to, and abundance will be provided for you. So our last card, abundance in many forms is increasing in flow to you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be freely delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, and wisdom and self, and enjoy the abundance responsively flowing to you in many forms over and over again. So your soul tribe is being attracted to you, to your light. And as you share yourself, your love, your talents, and your beautiful self, you will be rewarded with abundance. And you will be able to attract all of the beautiful people that are meant to be in your life, while, getting rid of all the individuals, all the situations, all the people that aren't serving you, because they will be, your light will discourage them. It will be too bright for them to get near you, so they will fade away. And so that's what we want. We want to, be able to shine in our authentic truth, and to have the people that are meant for us to be drawn to us, and have anybody that isn't meant for us, that doesn't have our best interest at heart, all of those people are going to fade away, and all those situations are going to fade away as you continue to up level and stand in your power and stand in your spiritual authority. And when something that challenges you or comes up, or you feel unease within you, know that you're being guided to shine your awareness on it and see what's happening in that underlying energy, so that you can act from a space of spiritual authority, dismantling anything that needs to be addressed, so that you can continue to stay in your power and stay in your shining authentic truth, to be free, to be and do as you please. So I hope that you enjoyed the reading. Group 3, have a beautiful full moon in Cancer, and continue to just shine as your beautiful authentic self, and know that you're being protected by the universe, by the universal mother, and you are just being provided for with everything that you need for your journey. You just have to be open to receiving it, keeping your frequency high to match all of that which you are attracting, and you are going to find so much fulfillment and wholeness in your new beginning. So take good care, happy full moon, and I will see you again in the next reading.